Picture a man, in 2025, standing alone on a rooftop overlooking a neon-lit city, the hum of drones and digital billboards fading into the night. Society whispers he's incomplete, lonely without a woman by his side. But what if that whisper is a lie? What if these men, choosing solitude amidst the chaos of a hyper-connected world, are uncovering a truth most overlooked? In a time when algorithms dictate desires and notifications drown out silence, these men are forging a path of inner strength, guided by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. Consider John, a 32-year-old coder in a bustling 2025 metropolis. He could chase fleeting connections on dating apps, but instead he spends his evenings reading Seneca, journaling his thoughts, and running at dawn. He's not running from love, he's running toward himself. Seneca once wrote, "He who needs little is the richest, for contentment is the true wealth." Dually, John embodies this, finding freedom not in external validation, but in the quiet power of self-mastery. This video unveils 5 startling truths about men who live alone, without a woman, in 2025. Far from being lost, they're redefining strength, purpose, and happiness. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we'll explore how they transform solitude into a crucible for growth, proving that true fulfillment lies within. Are you ready to challenge what you've been told and discover the power of standing alone? Let's dive in. Truth 1. They master financial freedom as a foundation for life. In the dazzling chaos of 2025, where virtual storefronts tempt with instant purchases and social media flaunts curated lifestyles, one truth about men who live alone without a woman stands out. They master financial freedom. Far from the stereotype of the lonely spender, these men harness solitude to build a fortress of fiscal independence. Without the pressures of shared expenses, lavish dates, joint vacations, or household obligations, they redirect their resources toward dreams that fuel their souls. This isn't about amassing wealth for show. It's about crafting a life unbound by financial chains, where every dollar serves their purpose. Imagine Ethan, a 29-year-old graphic designer in a 2025 urban sprawl. While his peers chase fleeting pleasures, upgrading VR headsets or funding influencer-inspired getaways, Ethan lives lean. He rents a modest studio, cooks simple meals, and invests his savings in an online course to master 3D animation. His evenings aren't spent scrolling for validation, but sketching visions of his future studio. Epictetus taught us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Ethan embodies this, understanding that true richness lies in needing little, freeing him to pursue what truly matters. This financial discipline isn't cold frugality, it's empowerment. In a world where algorithms push consumption, these men say no to debt and yes to autonomy. They save for unexpected crises, fund passion projects, or travel solo to places that spark growth, like a retreat in the mountains, to reflect on their path. By living alone, they avoid the compromises that often come with shared finances, making choices rooted in their values, not external expectations. Their bank accounts become tools for freedom, not status. But this truth runs deeper than money. Financial freedom fosters mental clarity. Without the weight of financial dependence, these men sleep soundly, unburdened by the need to impress. They redefine success, not as a race for more, but as a journey toward enough. In 2025's digital whirlwind, where comparison is a click away, they stand firm, guided by Stoic wisdom. Their solitude isn't isolation, it's a deliberate choice to build a life where they answer to themselves, proving that financial mastery is the bedrock of a purposeful existence. Truth 2. They forge an unbeatable emotional resilience. In the whirlwind of 2025, where virtual reality blurs the line between truth and illusion and social media amplifies every emotion, men living alone without women are forging an unbeatable emotional resilience. This isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming numb in the modern sense. It's about mastering emotions through the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. Consider Alex, a 35-year-old data analyst living in a 2025 smart city. After a painful breakup, instead of seeking comfort in fleeting digital distractions or rebound relationships, Alex turned inward. He immersed himself in the teachings of Epictetus, who once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Alex began practicing daily self-reflection, asking himself what was within his control and what was not. He learned to accept the end of the relationship as something beyond his control and focused on improving himself, his health, his skills, and his mindset. In a world where AI companions offer simulated empathy and virtual worlds promise escapism, Alex chose the harder path. Facing himself head-on, he meditated in the mornings, confronting his thoughts and emotions, and journaled in the evenings, processing experiences through the lens of the Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This emotional resilience didn't make Alex immune to pain. It equipped him to handle it calmly. When a project at work failed, he didn't spiral into self-doubt. Instead, he analyzed what went wrong, learned from it, and moved forward. Embodying Marcus Aurelius's advice, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. By living alone, Alex had the space and time to cultivate this resilience without external dependencies. He didn't rely on a partner to validate his worth or to bear his emotional burdens. Instead, he became his own anchor, standing firm through life's storms. Moreover, this emotional resilience allows these men to enter relationships from a place of strength rather than necessity. When they choose to connect with others, whether in friendship or love, they bring a whole, self-sufficient individual to the table. They understand that happiness is an internal endeavor. As Epictetus taught, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within your control and some things are not. In a society where interdependence is often idealized, these men stand out by valuing mutuality, where two individuals support each other without losing their autonomy. Their emotional stability becomes a beacon, attracting like-minded individuals who value depth and authenticity over superficial connections. Furthermore, in the professional landscape of 2025, where adaptability and mental fortitude are crucial amid rapid technological changes, these men excel. They handle stress better, make clearer decisions, and inspire confidence in their teams. Their Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum prepares them to face uncertainty with composure. Thus, far from being disadvantaged, men living alone without women in 2025 are cultivating a superpower: emotional resilience, empowering them across every aspect of their lives. The shocking truth is that these men are not adrift emotionally. They are the captains of their own ships, navigating the emotional seas with Stoic wisdom as their compass. Truth 3. They embark on a profound journey of self-discovery. In the hyperconnected world of 2025, where digital avatars and instant notifications often drown out the voice within, men who live alone without a woman are embarking on a profound journey of self-discovery. Far from being adrift, they use their solitude as a canvas to paint the masterpiece of their lives, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. This path is not about isolation, but about diving deep into the uncharted territories of their own minds and hearts, uncovering passions, values, and purposes that define who they truly are. Meet David, a 28-year-old software engineer navigating the bustling tech hubs of 2025. After years of chasing relationships that left him unfulfilled, he chose to embrace solitude. In the quiet of his minimalist apartment, David began a Stoic-inspired practice of journaling, capturing his thoughts and dreams each night. Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Inspired by this, David let go of society's expectation to couple up and focused on what he could shape, his own growth. He enrolled in online courses to master new programming languages, discovered a love for painting vibrant cityscapes, and started volunteering at a local animal shelter, finding joy in acts of service. This solitude became David's sanctuary, a space to experiment, fail, and learn without external judgment. Through painting, he uncovered a creative spark he'd ignored in his tech-driven life. Through volunteering, he found a sense of purpose that transcended his daily grind. His journey wasn't about achieving societal milestones, but about becoming a better version of himself, day by day. Seneca's wisdom guided him. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. By embracing simplicity and focusing on what truly mattered, David cultivated a deep sense of contentment. Living alone allowed David to practice Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, in a controlled environment. He honed his discipline through structured routines, learned to trust his judgment without seeking constant validation, and moderated his desires in a world pushing endless consumption. This self-discovery enhanced his emotional intelligence, enabling him to navigate challenges like a high-stakes coding project or a family dispute with clarity and calm. He drew on Stoic techniques such as negative visualization to prepare for setbacks, and the dichotomy of control to focus only on what he could influence. Moreover, this journey prepared David for healthier relationships in the future. By understanding his own values and needs, he clarified what he sought in others, whether friends or potential partners. He realized that relationships should complement his life, not define it, echoing the Stoic belief that true happiness springs from within. When he connected with others, he brought authenticity and strength, not neediness, fostering bonds rooted in mutual respect. In a society that often mistakes solitude for loneliness, these men prove that being alone can be a powerful catalyst for growth. They are not running from life, but diving deeper into it, exploring their potential with courage and intention. Their independence is not a void, but a fertile ground where their true selves can flourish. Thus, the third shocking truth is that men who live alone without a woman in 2025 are not incomplete. They are on a quest for self-mastery, unlocking their fullest potential through the art of self-discovery. Truth 4. They craft a life of meaning through gratitude and contentment. In the frenetic pulse of 2025, where holographic ads flash across city skies and social media feeds overflow with curated perfection, men who live alone without a woman are crafting lives of profound meaning through gratitude and contentment. Far from yearning for what they lack, they embrace the Stoic art of appreciating what they have, finding joy in life's simplest moments. This practice transforms their solitude into a wellspring of inner peace, proving that true wealth lies not in possessions or partnerships, but in a heart that is full. Consider Liam, a 33-year-old user interface designer thriving in a vibrant 2025 tech metropolis. Each morning, as sunlight filters through his compact apartment, Liam begins his day with a Stoic ritual. He writes down 3 things he's grateful for: a warm cup of coffee, a challenging project that sparks his creativity, or the laughter of a colleague during a virtual meeting. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Liam lives this wisdom, shaping his reality by focusing on the present and celebrating what is, rather than mourning what. In a world where AI-driven platforms push endless desires, new gadgets, exotic vacations, or idealized relationships, Liam's gratitude anchors him. When a project deadline looms or a weekend feels quiet, he doesn't spiral into discontent. Instead, he reflects on Seneca's advice. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By savoring small victories, like perfecting a design or enjoying a solitary walk through an urban park, Liam cultivates a resilience that shields him from the digital age's relentless comparisons. This practice of contentment extends beyond Liam's inner world. Living alone grants him the freedom to structure his life around what matters most. He invests time in meaningful pursuits, mentoring young designers, practicing yoga to stay grounded, or cooking healthy meals that nourish his body and soul. These choices reflect Stoic virtues: wisdom in prioritizing what aligns with his values, temperance in resisting excess, and courage in defying societal pressures to conform. Moreover, Liam's gratitude radiates outward, enriching his connections. In 2025, where shallow interactions dominate, he brings depth to his friendships and professional relationships. By appreciating others without needing them to fill a void, he fosters bonds built on mutual respect and authenticity. His colleagues notice his calm demeanor during high-pressure sprints, and friends seek his perspective when navigating their own challenges, drawn to his quiet strength. In an era when mental health struggles are amplified by information overload, Liam's Stoic practices are a lifeline. Studies, like those from the Greater Good Science Center, suggest gratitude reduces stress and boosts well-being, and Liam's habits align with this. He limits exposure to toxic online content, engages in mindfulness to stay present, and uses Stoic techniques like the view from above to put daily frustrations into perspective, imagining his life from a cosmic vantage point. Liam also employs premeditatio malorum, mentally preparing for potential setbacks, such as a client rejecting his work or a solitary holiday. This Stoic exercise, rooted in Seneca's teachings, ensures he faces challenges with equanimity, knowing he's already envisioned and accepted them. As a result, he navigates 2025's uncertainties with a steady hand, free from the anxiety that plagues many. The fourth shocking truth is that men who live alone without a woman in 2025 are not defined by absence, but by abundance. Through gratitude and contentment, they craft lives of purpose and peace, becoming beacons of Stoic wisdom in a restless world. Truth 5. They inspire and lead communities with Stoic wisdom. In the dynamic landscape of 2025, where virtual communities thrive and global challenges demand ethical leadership, men who live alone without a woman are emerging as beacons of inspiration. Far from being solitary figures, they harness their independence to lead communities, sharing the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to uplift others. Their solitude is not a retreat, but a foundation for meaningful action, proving that one can live alone, yet profoundly impact the world. Meet Ryan, a 38-year-old technology consultant in a sprawling 2025 city. By day, he designs solutions for sustainable urban systems. By night, he leads an online Stoic study group, connecting people across continents. Ryan's journey began when he embraced solitude, finding clarity in Marcus Aurelius's words, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Inspired, he started sharing Stoic principles, helping others navigate the pressures of a tech-driven world, whether it's managing work stress or resisting digital distractions. Ryan's leadership is rooted in Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. He organizes weekly discussions, guiding participants through texts like Epictetus's Enchiridion. When a group member shares a struggle, Ryan draws on Epictetus's teaching. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. He encourages them to focus on their responses, fostering resilience and clarity. His group, now hundreds strong, includes professionals, students, and retirees, all united by a desire to live intentionally. Living alone grants Ryan the freedom to dedicate time to this mission. Without the demands of a shared household, he structures his evenings around preparation and reflection, ensuring his guidance is thoughtful and authentic. He practices Stoic exercises like journaling to refine his insights and premeditatio malorum to anticipate challenges, such as managing group dynamics or addressing skepticism about Stoicism's relevance in a futuristic world. Beyond his study group, Ryan contributes to his local community. He volunteers with a youth mentorship program, teaching teenagers how to apply Stoic principles to modern dilemmas, like cyberbullying or academic pressure. His calm demeanor and principled approach earn him respect, making him a role model for living with purpose. Seneca's wisdom resonates with him. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. Ryan embodies this, continuously growing while helping others do the same. This leadership role enriches Ryan's life. It reinforces his sense of purpose, deepens his understanding of Stoicism, and forges meaningful connections with like-minded individuals. His community members often share how his guidance has transformed their perspectives, from finding calm amidst chaos to making ethical career choices. In a society where superficial connections abound, Ryan's authenticity stands out, drawing others to his vision of a virtuous life. Moreover, in 2025's interconnected world, Ryan's influence extends globally through digital platforms. His study group's recordings, shared on platforms like YouTube, inspire thousands to explore Stoicism. He collaborates with other Stoic practitioners, creating content that counters the era's obsession with instant gratification, advocating for discipline and reflection instead. The fifth shocking truth is that men who live alone without a woman in 2025 are not detached. They are dynamic leaders, using Stoic wisdom to guide communities toward lives of meaning and resilience. Their independence fuels their ability to inspire, proving that solitude can be a powerful catalyst for collective good. In a world quick to label solitude as loneliness, we've unveiled a transformative truth. Men who live alone, without a woman in 2025, are not adrift. They are pioneers of a life rich with purpose. Picture a man standing atop a hill, gazing over a city aglow with 2025's neon lights, his heart steady with the wisdom of Stoicism. Through mastering their finances, forging emotional resilience, uncovering their true selves, embracing gratitude, and leading communities, these men show that happiness blooms from within, not from external ties. This journey, illuminated by Stoic philosophy, reveals a powerful lesson. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." These men embody this, crafting lives of meaning by focusing on what they can control, their thoughts, actions, and values. In an era of digital noise and fleeting trends, they stand as architects of their own destinies, building unshakable foundations of inner peace and strength. Their story is an invitation to us all. In 2025, amidst AI-driven distractions and societal pressures, Stoicism offers a timeless guide to living authentically. Whether you walk alone or with others, you hold the power to shape your life with intention. Reflect on your own path. What can you control? How can you cultivate resilience and gratitude? The answers lie within, waiting to be discovered. So, let their example inspire you. Join the Stoic community, explore these ancient principles, and take the first step toward a life defined not by circumstances, but by your character. Subscribe to continue this journey, and together, let's build a future where we all thrive, rooted in wisdom, grounded in purpose, and boundless in possibility.